Welcome to a very special evening with your hosts, Colin, Simone, Rob, and Simon, filling the emptiness in your life left behind when you lost that very special pair of pants that you used to use when you went out clubbing at night. You know, the ones, the lucky ones with the hole round the crotch. Your lucky pants, filling that hole left behind in your sad little soul by those missing pants. It's... Actually, while we're talking about pants, why is there so many different types of pants? Why can't there just be one sort of pants? Why do women need so many different types of pants? What's going on down there to need so many varieties? I don't understand. Anyway. It's Head Gasket Heros! Yeah! Head Gasket Heros!
Hello, we're all here. What? Pow, pow, pow. Everyone's here. And we're not really in the right places, but never mind.
That intro was pants.
Did you enjoy that?
Very good. Very good indeed. Dear Lord, I'm looking at a head thing off. That was an incredible intro.
Welcome, everybody.
So how is everybody doing?
I'm okay.
Very well.
Very.
Well, I'm here, so, you know, as the man says, better 6 foot under. No, 6 foot over than 6 foot under.
Freudian slip there.
Maybe I'm a zombie. Shh.
So, how's I'm going to pick on Rob. How's your day been, Rob?
Oh, busy end to a busy week. I'm ready for bed, but I had to prepare myself for this veritable live stream. So,
and what preparations did you do for it?
Oh, the usual, you know, like you do when you do my voice. Like
Believe it or not, I was doing that before we started and all. But I can't keep it up. Where, missus?
Tablets for that?
Yeah, Simone's just been taking some.
I have. Yeah. Yeah. Hardcore.
Ooh. 100% of your RDA right there.
Yeah. Not my five.
Multivitamins and minerals, both of them.
Yeah. And
Class B.
cod liver oil.
oh,
Cod liver oil.
I'm getting old. Come on.
when I was a kid, we had the liquid of that. That was like a
It's disgusting.
mandatory daily dose of that stuff.
Yeah, you belch 2 hours later and you can still taste it.
Yeah.
Oh.
We used to have Super Ted vitamins. I don't think they were made from Super Ted. That'd be a bit
Hey,
weird.
Dave.
Oh, Mr. Crapcar Hunter says, how do, folks?
Hello, Dave.
Good evening, everyone in the chat.
Yeah, enjoyed the bike video. It was good.
Oh, yes, everybody should watch that.
Mm.
When we went to Donington, it was raining. There was mad people flying around on motorbikes in the rain.
Now, were they truly mad, or were they just your average motorcyclists with no
Could have been
concern?
hungry, you know. They could have been
Maybe a little bit from column A and a little bit from column B.
Can always happen.
I did a bit of filming myself. I think it was, oh God, it could have been 2020. So I can't remember.
Well, the last time you went?
Yeah, we went there on it was a track day. And it was, they were doing pre-qualifying, pre-practice. That's what it was.
Oh, yeah. Because you find if they've got like British superbikes on at weekend, the track day before, there's normally a lot of them riders just using it as prep time for the weekend. So And it's free to get in on track days. You don't have to pay to watch, so it's quite good.
Yeah, there were a lot of.
There's my
cameras.
top tip if you want to watch bikes.
I've never actually been to a live race though, never of any kind.
Well, we should do it next year. We should organise it. Is there any circuits near you, Simone?
I think there might be one in Dorset, but I'm not overly sure.
I'm sure someone in the chat will be able to confirm the closest circuit there.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Chat, you do some Googling, and the first person to Google wins a sticker.
Yeah, I could do that.
You have to pay for postage.
And the envelope.
And the sticker.
Yeah, and the sticker.
Oh, excuse me a sec. folks.
Oh.
I'll be back.
Oh! It's Ernest's mom.
Now, you have to wonder, is this the burger he was concerning himself about arriving?
Yes, it is. Yes, I think it is.
Is it
According
one
to-
burger or two? Bangers or beard and burgers instead of bangers?
It could be both.
Yeah.
Because you get sausage pates, can't you?
No. Because this is the thing, right? Being in Northern Ireland, we have this wonderful thing called a pasty. And it's not like the amalgamation that you English people have as a pasty. It is onions, sausage meat in a battered skin.
Okay.
It's all chopped up and mashed up and everything like that. It's beautiful, honestly. Some people would say it's like a Scottish pasty, but we made it our own. But that's what I'll do. I will ship you some pasties. I'm completely confident that will arrive on time and not be out of date and melted from the freezer by then.
We should actually arrange a trip over to you. That'd be a good idea.
That's truly terrifying. Well, we have had an idea for one, as we've discussed, but we will see how that falls out together. People in the chat are sitting there going, "What are they talking about right now?" But
What are we talking about?
We're scheming. We're scheming. You know, we're always planning. How can we possibly give our loyal listeners the best possible interaction? Mostly that way, then I stop talking and then let the others get to work.
Are we doing topics? Because I believe you had a topic. If we are, Colin.
Well, there is a topic in the news today.
Mm.
Oh, good, he's back. Burger Man is here.
Burger Man.
Show us your beef, big man.
It's a very nice burger, actually. It's a local independent place. Very, very nice indeed.
Oh,
Right, hold on. You know it's a good burger. Is it grilled cheese or is it a slice of cheese? Or grilled?
It's a slice of cheese.
Send it back.
I think it goes. The worst one's a slice of cheese. The second one's cheese sauce, but that can be quite good. And then
That's
grated
nasty. That's
cheese.
bad. That's nasty.
I mean, cheese sauce is just no.
Was it
no.
American imitation cheese?
Yes,
That was on Top Gear once.
spray
Yeah,
cheese.
it's quite funny. You hear Americans talking about, how British food and the Irish food and all is terrible, and you look at what they're eating, and you're going, do you want some more corn syrup in your cereal there?
Poor Julie, she's put. Oh, look at this delicious carby burger. I assume she's talking about your dinner.
I'll dive out of the way to have a mouthful, but I'm going to eat it while it's hot. So.
Just to
Consume it.
guys, just to backtrack slightly. Barry said that the nearest to me is Castlecombe.
We have a winner.
Kuma, I think they do super bikes there, don't they?
I don't know.
We'll have a look next year. We'll organise summit.
We will go and Coombe in a castle. Oh, wait, that's different.
So I'm going to run through and see who's here and say hello to him. So Barry's here. We've already said that.
Barry.
Matt's here. He asked us or anybody if we've got any weekend plans. Judge is here.
Hello, Judge.
Peter P's here and says hi everybody. Sorry, doesn't he? Says hi everyone.
Hello.
Dick Dastardly's here and says, well, good evening there. So I can't play that video. Raimi's here, and he says pants apparently. So I have no idea what he's answering. Oh, evening or, and then he said pants apparently. So there we go.
I'm very curious. Where did you get the pictures of Simone's pants for the intro? Send you them because they weren't in the group chat.
They're freely available online, Colin.
Are they?
Mm.
I have been looking hard, and I haven't found any proof of these pants. She just went commando.
Barry's got a question. Why do women need so many shoes? I can't answer that.
No idea.
I could give a risky answer, but I would probably be more sexist than I already have. So we'll let Simone answer that one.
I've got to be honest. I don't have that many shoes. I honestly don't. No, that's a lie. That's a complete lie. When I was younger, I used to go out clubbing all the time, and I had about 15 pairs of like different wedges and all sorts of things back in the 90s.
Wedges?
Yeah, and stilettos and stuff like that when I was younger. And like now, I don't have hardly any of them now.
That's because you can't really repair cars in wedges.
This is very true. And stilettos are very difficult as well. You know.
Imelda Marcos, you're not, Simone.
No, I certainly am not. Certainly am not.
Yeah, according to my Instagram feed, there seems to be a lot of women that wear stilettos when working on cars. I don't know why. They keep showing up.
Yeah. I mean, there is a young lady I see working on cars. She's very slim, dark hair. I think she's American. And she wears all sorts of glam stuff. But the reason for doing that is to get subscribers and views.
Is that what it is?
I think so.
Are you possibly suggesting that a young woman could be using her looks to take advantage of men whose IQ doesn't extend before their inches range?
Oh, God, certainly not. I couldn't do that. That would be awful.
I wouldn't believe that. By the way, Thirsty Boys, Simone will be putting her Amazon wish list in the link later on. She wants her. She wants shoes.
I'm going to have to put this joke on the screen of Matt's because he keeps saying it at every opportunity, so I think he needs validating. I'm not going to read it out, though. I'm literally just going to put it up on the screen.
Oh, I've seen that joke on telly on Monday night.
Yeah.
He's re-joked it for us. It's like a Christmas gift.
No, on Simon's stream the other night. So.
I have a similar question to that, but it's very contentious.
Is it because Jimmy Savile's not down there?
It's not that bad.
Every joke I get to a Matt, so I'm going to put it up on the screen, but I'm refusing to read them now.
God, that's bad.
So, topic of the day, ladies and gentlemen. I think we all have very, very strong opinions on the latest news from Jaguar Land Rover about the return of an absolutely iconic brand today. It certainly caught me off guard. I don't know about anyone else. There had been rumblings, there had been rumors of the return of Rover. And sure enough, today we were blessed with proof that Rover is back. And it will be coming through Jaguar Land Rover factory very, very shortly. Unfortunately, it's a four-legged electronic robot dog, but fucking Land Rover.
Do we have a photograph of any kind?
Do we have a photograph? We're bound to be able to find a photograph. If we can't, well, I will find a photograph and put a link in the chat.
I haven't prepared a photograph.
I will. It's truly an abomination. And here, hold on.
Have they given it a name?
Rover.
You're joking.
No, they've actually called it Rover.
Wow.
Which
I hope they stick a Longship badge on it.
Oh no, because it would sink then.
yeah.
I think I might have found an article.
Is it
this one?
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yes,
heck?
that is it.
So it actually says Jaguar Land Rover on it, doesn't it?
I'm more impressed they got the guy from American Psycho to do the advertisement for them.
He looks more like the guy that's in Spaced and that sort of thing. He plays like bit characters. I can't remember what his name is.
Oh, Simon Pegg.
No. He's
Oh,
done
no.
things. He's done like loads of comedy things. I think he were on Big Train as well, but again, he's not Simon Pegg.
Oh,
But yeah, Boston Dynamics, they do the really cool jumpy robots, don't they? That jump up and down and stuff.
well, did you see the jumping supercar this week?
I did
No.
not.
No.
Jumping supercar.
Jumping supercar, yes, you can find this. People will find it on YouTube. It's a Chinese brand electric car thing that probably is already on fire before it's left the factory. And it has a stunt where it just jumps up in the air, and that's it. But it can do it stationary. I mean, we're not quite at the level of Rocket League yet, but it shows promise.
I assume that's a feature they've built into it, so then they have to replace all the suspension.
I would hope so.
And
I would hope
everyone's
so.
fine
Not under
inside the
warranty.
car.
I can always remember years ago that Bosch did this thing with the American cars, and Bosch, the component supplier, made a electric gas system in the cars that allowed the cars to hop and remain perfectly still whilst going all sorts of suspension terrain. There's a video of it on YouTube. It's fascinating. People should watch it sometime if they find a chance.
Like a lowrider on air and stuff.
It was like just an ordinary American sedan car. Now, see that I used the right terminology for our international visitors there, so they didn't get confused when we used the proper Queen's English.
Queen's English.
Yes, Queen's English. Yes. God save the Queen. And
Is it not the King's English nowadays?
we do have the King's English. Though there hasn't been too many of the King's notes made their way over to Northern Ireland yet, because I'm looking for them.
You've not got it yet.
Hello to Becky and Glenn, by the way.
I thought Charlie was on every £20 note in Britain.
Well, hey! Earlier, your house, Rob.
That's a good one. He's looking at.
Oh,
She
well,
looks
Looking very
old,
disgusted,
doesn't
isn't
she?
he?
he looks really annoyed.
He does. It's like, Camilla, where's that corgi? They were my mother's dogs.
Where did you just get that £20 from, Simone?
The side over there.
Well, that's why he's annoyed then, isn't he?
Well, there's Queenie.
Oh,
Queenie.
God bless her.
Mm. Sad day when she died.
Well, has anyone else noticed yet, by the way, the title of our event on YouTube?
Title of our event.
Yes, of the Head Gasket Heroes. There might be a minor spelling there, or it could be an alternative way of pronouncing a certain word.
Oh, the Epidoe.
Oh, yeah. Epidoe, yes.
Epidoe.
That's funny.
We're actually launching a new alternative to Play-Doh.
Yeah. Epidoe.
Epidoe.
It's down with the kids. Yo.
Isn't it, Bryce?
We had
We'll
been
get-
that discussion already, haven't we?
What about being down with the kids? I end up on a special list.
So I discovered a new channel earlier. Although I say I discovered it. Hang on, I'm not peeing, I'm pouring wine. 2 seconds.
Are you doing a travel pee? You're just
Travel
like sort of
pee.
filling up the beer bottle and hope you run out before you have to throw the beer bottle out the window.
That's it. I discovered a new channel earlier that's probably not new to anybody else. Wheelie Yellow. Have you seen it?
No.
Have you seen it, Simone?
What's that, sorry?
Wheelie Yellow.
No.
Is this little yellow fluffy guy that rides around in a radio controlled van. But the guy that films the videos, obviously, this guy's just a normal guy and this is a toy. But he does like little cut scenes with him talking, and he has like little thoughts about life and stuff while he's riding around in his little radio controlled van. It's really good. Check it out. I showed it Julie Early, and she's subscribed already. Has anybody else discovered any new channels recently?
I've been watching a channel for a while where he does like track days, bike stuff, and he's got a couple of cool cars as well called Footage Factory.
Footage Factory.
Yes.
Pretty good. I like that. That's a good name.
I've been following a chap called Carl Vaughan, Carl with a K, and he's Ailes resident. He's doing drone and cycling videos up and down HS2, which of course we've got going. Well, it's going from Euston to Birmingham, but the Aylesbury district, it really ploughs through, and it has to go round Aylesbury. So there's a lot of disruption. But he's photographing all the stages, and he's doing different bits at different times. It's fascinating. It's nice to watch something local that's not a bit different.
Yeah, definitely. And
Is he like,
the
is
history
he like
of
an engineer?
He I don't know what he did. He runs a local Aylesbury history website as well. So he's a passionate member of the community, but I have no idea what he used to do. Don't know him.
Maybe you should get to know him.
I should try.
I myself personally have found a channel by a fellow called Colin Reiser. He's from Kansas in America. He's an automotive technician and a race and he has been building a little mini, a BMW mini. So Simone will hear it straight away.
Simone's camera's just going to go off, and that'll be it.
He has been building it for amateur time attack in America. So he has literally started off at the bottom and trying to make it faster and faster and faster. And it's been a good wee series so far. He's been doing it over the last year. He's do you know what? He comes over as such a genuine fella as well. It's nice to see someone like that and he really knows his stuff as well. So that's one to maybe for people to, if they're interested in maybe doing like a track build or anything like that, he's certainly someone who's experienced in the racing industry.
Yeah, minis are your thing at the moment, aren't they? Or they seem to be, Colin.
They are temporary. They're temporary.
I thought for a minute.
Owing to a mixture of factors, I've been borrowed several times now for rover parts, so I've just been selling my rovers on. I will return it eventually, but I'll be whenever I
I thought you were going to change your name for a minute to Robson Mini Repair.
No. There will be a separate channel launching in the future, but I'll be keeping that exclusive mini content so that I know that there is a great pain with minis and rovers. I'll be honest with you, if I had the money and the time, I would love to put a K series into a BMW Mini. What could have been, really what could have been. From everything I've read online, it seems like the 1.8 turbo that's in the 75 was very much being geared up for BMW Mini.
Wasn't that in the prototype?
There's some of them were, but some of the prototypes weren't even the same shell. They were loosely based on like Fiats and stuff like that.
Right.
So it's actually quite a rabbit hole I've fallen down of when I was out at a meet there quite recently, and I was walking around, and there's boys there with rover wheel trims on their R50 minis because they so link them to the Rover brand. They don't even consider them
Thank you, Ivor. Oh, he's so cool.
minis as such.
Imagine a sort of 160 to 200 brake horse lump in a mini R50 chassis, and that's tantalising.
Is it tantalising enough for you to keep your mini there, Rob?
No.
I've
got a biomorphic to fix.
I think that's one you'll regret selling in the future.
Possibly, but yeah, I've got a monogram ZR160 Mark 1. It's got to be so. It's got to be fixed.
That ticks all your boxes, though, doesn't it, Rob? That's your unicorn car, isn't it?
Basically, yeah.
How many pounds per litre is it going to be for paint? Have they told you yet?
I don't. Well, apparently, biomorphic is actually a Nissan colour, I believe.
Right.
Because there's no flip in it; it's a solid colour. So,
Mm.
if you go to the Monogram Paint Shop, that well-known establishment in Birmingham, you'll pay so much a litre, £600, something ridiculous like that. But it's half the cost if you get the Nissan stuff. I believe.
I mean, you could just paint it any old green. Nobody's going to know.
Yeah, I don't know. Sage green, like a mum's front door.
I don't know. I think the Monogram Paint Shop's missing out on an opportunity to sponsor a build with yourself.
Well, there we are. Yeah.
There is an email address. You can always contact Rob at headgaskheroes.com at any stage if you want to offer a sponsorship opportunity for him. I think that would be a great thing. If there's anyone out there who wants to help with this rebuild, he will gladly accept parts, donations, and burger.
I was going to ask Simone what her next project's going to be, but your current project, Simone, is kind of huge at the moment, isn't it?
Mm.
Oh, we can't hear you.
Happened.
Oh, now she's frozen like a robot.
God.
She's kind of got like that kind of, thing going on there, hasn't she? She's like, yeah. Snapping her finger. Oh, she's back. Oh, God.
We still can't hear you.
Can't hear you. See, when she gets her volume back, we'll just pretend we can't hear her anyway. What about she can hear us? Back in? She might have lost sound.
How strange.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
What we haven't told viewers is we're all going to turn our mics off in a minute because this is going to be a retro style live stream, silent movie. We might have to do lots of poses,
like a talkie.
Yeah.
Can you hear us, Simone? But we can't hear you.
We can't hear you still.
She'll have to talk through interpretive dance. That's a funny frame to freeze on as well.
I reckon someone's parked on the internet pipe.
Parked on the internet. Maybe that mirror's bouncing all the internets away.
I don't know. I built my shed at the bottom of the garden. It's all insulated and lined, but I used PIR insulation, which of course is extruded polystyrene with quite thick foil face on either side.
Yeah.
And it's basically turned the shed into a Faraday cage.
Oh, that's good in one way, but bad in another way.
Yeah, in some ways it's good, but yeah, so I can't. My mobile phone don't work down there, and the internet. I have a booster for the internet, so there we are.
Ah, well. Well, let's have another topic while Simone tries to get back on again. When does the car show season end? Is my question, because to my mind, Rustival marks the end of it, which is the end of this month. But we seem to be getting sort of warmer and warmer weather. So do we think car show season is going to be ending later and later?
I don't think it ever actually ends. I think it just slows down. Because I'm going to German Car Fest on the 5th of October.
Okay.
Down at Goodwood. Is there something after that? There might be. So I think there is. It does sort of slow down to a trickle, but they do exist. Obviously, NEC is November, but that's more of a big affair, isn't it? An indoor, of course.
It's telling me your mic's not connected. Oh, there you go. Try again.
Am I back?
Yay!
Yay!
Simone's back.
Thank God for that. It said the browser lost connection to my microphone, which is a bit random.
Very strange. Very strange. So when, Simone, do you consider the car show season to have ended?
Well, personally, last year, it ended at the end of August because that was Mount Edgecombe, and that was usually the last show of the season down here. So that, to me, was usually the end of the season. So TC, that's the last show TC went to, was August last year. So then he was laid up for the winter. And then, things kind of went downhill from there, really, with the car. Yeah, unfortunately. But I wasn't expecting Rustival 2 at all. No. And when it got announced, I thought, oh, that'd be quite good. So I thought I better get the welding done under the car at the back because I knew it needed doing. And as we all know, if you all seen my content, it's bad under there. Really bad. So, as I was saying before, to do like a bit of promotion kind of thing, today I phoned up a company called EcoFlow. Now, I don't know if you've heard of them, but they have these big battery banks. They're power generators, they call them. So the one I've seen is called a Delta Max. And when they sell them brand new, they're like £1,700. They're quite expensive. But refurbished ones or reconditioned ones are like £550.
Okay.
So I'm currently saving up for one of those. So what I'll do, because I've watched a few YouTube videos where someone has actually plugged in a welder and used it welding, and you can see the power draw on the screen of this thing, and it really, really copes with it. It's very, very good. And it's a different type of battery technology than you would find in an electric car. It's a different type of battery. It's amazing, really. But for what they are, they're very expensive, but they're very, very good. The guy powered it's like a circular disc for cutting wood, like planks of wood. So we used one of those. So you got quite a power draw from that. Used numerous tools on it, and it just took it. It just took it. Didn't trip out, nothing. But you can take it camping. You can charge your phone with it, from your phone to your computer to a welder. It's astonishing. It really is. So
you could
at the
tell
moment,
TC to buy one.
that's not happening. But I'm getting there slowly. But my last YouTube payment came through, and I used that money towards it. And because I've been doing a bit of volunteering as well, and I get a bit of travel money for that, and my driving work, I get a bit of money from that. So it's all coming together slowly. But I can weld the car in my garage then, away from everyone. I don't have a noisy generator going waking up the neighbours all the time.
Good.
There's no fun in that then.
No, there isn't. No. But there's no fumes there either, but I'm kind of hoping that, once I've got this power thing, I'm fingers crossed it's going to be good.
Cool. Good times. Hopefully you get there quicker than you think.
Well, I hope so, but I'm a little bit concerned there's more rot in there than I expected. So
let's not go down that route just yet.
Yes, otherwise it'll make me cry. And I don't want to cry. I don't want to lose that car. No. I know there's a lot wrong with him, but I don't want to lose him.
Yeah.
So we'll change subjects completely in that case. It's quiz time.
Yay!
So, Colin, have you used Kahoot before?
Oh, he's lost sound now.
No, he's on mute. Your mic's not connected, apparently, Colin.
It's all happening to us all tonight.
What did you do, Simone, to get yours to reconnect? Oh,
I went into the settings.
All right, okay.
There's a microphone at the bottom of the screen.
Well, we might. Oh, his microphone thing's back up. Speak to us.
Can you hear my voice?
Yay.
There we are.
I can't hear him. I can really. Hey.
No, I have not used Kahoot. Please explain to me, as a complete newbie, how to use Kahoot so I can have the most enjoyable experience from everyone else who might
I'm
be
not-
in the chat and be new to this.
I'm not
Experience.
promoting it. So if you go to, in fact, I'll put the address on the screen there. So if you just go to that with your phone.
Oh,
Well,
phones?
what I do is I create 2 separate windows on my laptop screen.
Oh yeah, Simone does it a different way.
I do it because I'm randomly weird.
Yeah, but you get this screen when I don't press it, and it just asks you to put a PIN number in.
Mhm.
But the PIN number will be on the screen in a sec when I share the game.
Oh, okay. So, do I need to sign up, Quizmaster, or can I play for free?
You don't need the sound up at all. Let me find the quiz. That'd be useful, wouldn't it?
Ooh. So I have Kahoot on one side of the screen and you guys on the other. So easy.
See,
Right.
Simone's a tech wizard at this thing.
Oh,
So-
no.
A tech wizard.
I've only just learned how to put a video and some audio behind it, a thingy bob, to make that Citron Saxo video.
Well, so it's like audio in the car.
Now I can't hear Simon very well.
You can't hear me.
No,
there you are.
and now.
You went all muffled.
Oh.
I'm convinced this is the FBI watching us.
Rob's turn next.
I bet you Rob does go next to him.
Yeah.
You never know.
Woo!
I'll get rid of that banner so we can see Colin.
Oh, I'm not important. Don't worry.
If I put it there, we can just see top of your head. That's it. So yeah, people will log on and they can pick their own cool little name
Oh.
or a rubbish name. It's up to them, really.
So are we joining or is it the people watching joining?
You can join in as well. Otherwise, you just sat there not doing no.
This is true.
And you don't want to do night.
You don't want to do note. In fact, I might even play.
Oh, I can pick a penguin to be as my kid. I will go for a penguin. There we go. There we are. Happy days. So, as a complete noob to Kahoot, Quizmaster,
Yes.
how many of us can play at once?
That is a very good question. I think I've got it paid so I can have up to 25 people at once, I think.
So what we're saying is that there's absolutely no excuse for anybody in the chat right now not to join in and take part and make this a truly community experience.
This is exactly true, Colin.
Mm.
It's almost like you're reading some sort of script.
I certainly am not, as I put this large piece of paper away that has a £20 note on it. Yes.
Nobody paid me.
Yes, we paid you in old money. That's out of date money now. You better send that to me. It's no good to you. Well, funny, just before the quiz begins, we were talking about show season ending. Over here, we have a show, Legendary Motor Show. It's in Derry, Londonderry, and it's usually the last Sunday of September. So that's sort of our end of show season. Also, because the weather here is notoriously shite 95% of the year. If there is a car show, people will literally drive 200 miles and the chance they'll smell sunshine.
We've got some very strange names coming up in the. It's a quiz, Simon. It's a quiz. I'll not read that one out. Potato Face. SP in it. That's obviously me. Weldy Weld.
That's
Is that
me.
you, Simone? Yeah.
Yeah, that's me.
Rob's lover. He passed. I assume he's Becky and Glenn, maybe. Con on wheels. It'll be Barry. And I don't know who Rob is.
No,
Who comes up with a stupid name like Rob? Honestly.
Jizz Wizard. My God.
What's it?
Jeez.
I have logged on anonymously. There's absolutely no chance anyone will know who I am in that. Ha ha ha. That is definitely not a username on other websites.
Oh, Matt can't join in. He's withdrawing himself from the quiz because his cat's hungry.
I mean, we all know there's times when you have to feed your pussy. You don't want that pussy to go without. And so the last thing you want is a hungry, angry pussy.
That is true, but you would never give up the chance of doing a Smashing Pistons quiz with that pussy, though.
Could be a really nice pussy. We don't know.
I don't care how nice it is, Colin. This is a quiz.
I like big fluffy pussies. So anything's possible.
Simon, what is your drinking today?
It is a Hello Kitty plastic
So
mug.
you've got a straw stuck in a pussy.
Yeah, yeah.
So you haven't even given up pussy. You've actually brought a pussy to the party.
Yeah.
You're a pussy pusher. You're a dealer.
Pussy pusher. I mean, if the hat fits, and I am the only one wearing a hat.
Can you rectify?
Hey,
There we are.
have you got any hats? Well, why, Simone? Why are you not wearing a hat? That's
I've
your
got
thing.
hanger.
Oh, hang on a minute then. If we're all going to wear hats, give me a second.
Hey, Rob's got a hat.
It means hats, not Merkins.
Oh, hang on. I can do better.
Simon,
Than
that was quite a giggle there. You fully got that.
I can do better than a baseball cap.
Oh, go on. Oh,
Oh,
are you wearing this? You all right?
Ah, no, man.
Are you joining in this quiz?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Oh, fantastic.
So's mother.
Oh, it's Shay. What's her username?
Panty sniffer.
Matt says I can either watch or play the quiz. What?
what?
And I'm scared you'll talk about me being behind my back, and I won't be able to join in.
Can't talk behind Matt's back 'cause we can't see it. He's so tall.
Well, he causes eclipses. Oh, very nice. Whose number's that?
That's my Fernando Alonso hat.
Ah, that's it, and Alonso's. I don't know where mine is.
You must be very happy as a Fernando Alonso fan right now,
Oh,
Simone.
certainly am.
Yes, certainly. The man who can see air has joined the team.
I'm very happy. I'm a big Alonso fan.
Mine's downstairs. Yes, Adrian Newey joining Aston Martin.
Ooh.
Because he's only ever designed one bad F1 car, it must be due another bad F1 car design. So it'll be the perfect opportunity for him to screw Alonso.
Well, let's just hope that Lance Stroll doesn't become world champion because he's terrible.
But is he terrible because of the car? I mean, we all remember when George Russell went from Williams to Mercedes for that one race. And bar the fact that it was obvious that a certain team was working against him to ensure that he didn't outperform their existing superstar, it definitely showed that how much of a difference the car makes.
Well, you never know.
Mm.
He's not he's not an insightful guy.
But maybe we should do a Formula One live stream someday. We could all sit and watch the race and comment about
Yeah,
it. We'll
we'll
be
watch along.
very knowledgeable on the subject.
I can't watch TV because I don't watch TV.
You can listen to it on the radio.
Yeah, on the radio.
Yeah, it's not always on there though.
No. Ivor's made a very funny joke. He says, Simon, can you take the Halloween mask off? Lol.
Oh, that's horrible.
Ooh. Right then. So we've got 11 people in.
Splendid.
I think it's about time we start. Is everybody ready?
Yep.
Yep.
Ooh.
Just click on the screen.
I'm
which
playing
you
out.
think
I need to
is the
get my
correct
phone
answer.
up.
This is very professional, if I do say so myself.
What voltage did the spark plug spark at?
Oh, do you just click the screen? Oh, God.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
It's been so long since I actually took part in one of these. I didn't know what I was doing then.
Oh, I got it wrong.
Yeah, me too.
Good God.
That's a lot, isn't it?
It's a lot of volts.
It's too many volts.
It's a lot of gigawatts.
Mm. You could say it's high voltage.
You could say that.
Oh, only 2 people got that. Blimey.
Moving on to question number 2. Oh, this is confusing.
Oh, I think I've seen this one before.
I can't remember any of these answers, and I put the quiz together.
I remember this from months ago. Yep.
Oh,
that
but
one.
Oh, no.
It's
I
going
got
very
that wrong. And the question is, was it a woman driving?
I don't think so.
Are we sure?
Were women allowed to drive back then?
Probably not.
Mm.
And even if they could, they wouldn't. They'd have had a man driving around instead.
Well, it had a man walking in front of them, so everyone would have been safe.
Apart from the man walking in front.
Moving on to question number 3. Which is the heaviest car for sale in the UK?
Oh.
Oh,
I'm going to roll the dice here.
God, I am so bad at this.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
my.
Tough old quiz.
Nobody got that.
That is terrible.
that is terrible.
I've not got one right yet.
I wonder how many millions of tons that thing would weigh.
4 million.
No one can drive them, though.
And they need the next license up. This is the problem.
That's true. That's true. Question 4's coming in your face.
In your face.
Oh God! It's one of 2 things. That one. Pingu and learn this.
Oh,
Yay, got that
because
one.
that'd be
Well.
such a cool thing to have in a car.
A picnic.
Sushi bowl.
Seriously.
Picnic table.
Oh, I'm still not in top 5. Bloody hell.
I still haven't got anything right yet.
No, I haven't.
I get the first one and I thought it was only a winning streak here, and then how fucking wrong have I been so far?
Question 5 coming up.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm going to go with that one.
That one.
I am at a major disadvantage being from Northern Ireland because we still drink and drive. So
Yay!
Hey!
What? I thought I was going to get that one right.
Yay!
Just Wizard, you're doing well.
Moving on to question 6. When I click the button. True or false? False, I think.
I'm gonna roll. We'll go true just for the crack.
No.
Oh, bloody hell. Oh, bye. Whoever she passed is, they're doing very well. Less said about me, the better. Question 7. What was the best-selling car in the USA in 2023?
Oh, car.
Oh, I'm going to go with that one.
Oh, I think I might have just got wrong.
I I was right.
Finally got one.
Nothing says
Well
car
done, Simone.
2.5 tons of pickup truck.
Yay.
Is it because they're tax free them or something?
Other sports utility trucks or some nonsense like that.
Question 8 coming up now.
Best
Best
UK.
UK.
Oh God.
Oh God, they're all such grim choices. I'm going to
They
go
are.
for Mini,
I'm
even
not.
though it's not.
Yes.
Oh, I'm an idiot.
Puma?
I was thinking Ford Puma. That's right, old.
You
Yeah,
know,
I
a Ford
did that new
Puma.
one.
That Ford Puma looks like a fish.
Honestly, just oh,
So
Popular
ugly.
opinion, I don't mind them.
She's Past is doing very well here.
Yeah, well done,
Mm.
she's passed.
Mm.
Yeah, Jizz Wizard, you're coming up from behind on my panty sniffing.
And Rob's Lover's just out at top 3.
And Rob's Lover's just behind Jizz Wizard.
Poor
So,
thing.
yeah.
I'm in 10th. How, you know,
I'm
Who's coming
7.
up- Who's coming up your behind, Simone?
I don't know.
I can't see.
You can't see
I'm
that far.
124 points behind Blonde Glider.
Oh.
Blonde glider.
Bronze Glider, sorry.
Oh.
Mhm.
You can get them on Amazon.
Are they them vibraty ones?
No comment.
Question 9.
Oh,
Ooh.
yeah.
I suppose BMW did take over at one stage, so this could have had a dramatic effect on the
Mm.
build quality. I'm going with Benny.
I seem to remember this being very surprising, so I think I've got it right.
Yes.
No, I haven't.
75%.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yes, but you can guarantee those rich bastards don't have them taxed.
Mm.
They probably
Well,
don't.
how-
Yeah,
No.
it says on the road, doesn't it?
Well, how many original Land Rovers are still on the road? Lots.
They're also not taxed.
Mm.
They're exempt.
Or deserving to be on the road. Question, whatever it is next. 10. What is the shortest motorway in the UK? Lit.
Oh, that one.
I really am surprised I can't remember any of
Total
these
guess.
answers.
I got it right. I got it right.
What?
I got it right. Total guess.
Well done, Simone. I went further blue. What an idiot.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm 9th place now. I've dropped 2 places.
Oh no.
Crikey. Question 11.
I call hacks. As a Northern Ireland man, I wouldn't even be close to knowing some of these things. So I we'll do a Northern Ireland special quiz one day here on you.
I like that little picture, the character on the screen. That's so funny.
Is that your spirit animal, Simone?
It is.
Oh dear Lord.
Yes, for Colin, there's a farm in between the 2 carriageways.
Right.
Mm. And the story goes that the farmer refused to sell his land, but I don't think that's true. I think they just built it round him because it was just as cheap to do that than it were just to buy land off him.
Yes, it's that the fact that he wouldn't sell is a myth.
Mm. Moving on to question 12. When did the final Fiesta roll off the production line?
Oh,
Because
it was
obviously
last year.
They stopped putting engines in them by then, haven't they? They just had to roll them off.
Like those 25 we used to build.
Exactly, Ernest. Why bother putting an engine in? It's only going to break.
I really hope I'm right because one of my co-workers bought one last year. Yes.
Well done.
Which is an absolute travesty. Fiesta should be a staple of the British roads forever.
I always liked, because I learned in 2009, I was learning in the Fiesta.
I loved my Fiesta. Not literally, obviously.
Yeah, don't do
Fond
that.
memories of the Fiesta. My mother's father, my grandfather on that side of the family, he had two Fiestas when I was younger. And he bought the second one that was red, just because it had nice fog lights on it, and hadn't realized he'd bought an XR2. And he was the most mild-mannered, polite, God-fearing, cardigan-wearing man on the slightest to be having an XR2 red Fiesta with spotlights on his driveway. It was just so confusing. It was absolutely unbelievable.
I remember a friend of mine had just a normal Mark 1 Fiesta. I think it was 1300. Instead of an exhaust, it had like basically a straight through piece of scaffolding. I swear it was just a piece of scaffolding bolted up underneath. And I don't know what he'd done to carb, but it sounded amazing. And that was like the quickest little thing in short stints. As soon as you got on motorway, it were horrible, but like just round town, it were amazing. And then it fell to pieces. Obviously.
Following on the traditional Ford legacy then.
Yeah. Question 13. I'm looking for some, probably me. The original Mini is a car.
I know that. I know that one. I know that.
Anybody will have watched my Peugeot 205 video would know that as well, like randomly enough. It's a saloon. Is anybody going to knock She Passed off at top slot? This is redonkulous.
I think they're away, aren't they?
I reckon.
They're over 1,000 in the front. They need to get an answer wrong.
Can they? How many questions do we have tonight, folks?
There's 20.
Oh, there's hope for this, yeah.
Question 14 coming up right about when I press this button. That's over here.
Yes, on there. Yeah.
I have to press it now. How many Hot Wheels are made each year?
Ooh.
I can't remember this. It's a lot.
I've chosen that one because I can't remember. Yes!
Yay!
No way! No way!
Yes, away.
I thought it's got to be that, and then I thought, no, that's too much. Then I went for 51.9.
That's just for Simon, that number.
No way!
I need to make a real car out of Hot Wheels, like just build Hot Wheels up.
Yes! Get in.
Ooh, Rob's mother's getting close to She Passed.
Ooh.
John Simone, you're in top 3. Well done. I'm in 8th.
I am falling down the leaderboard like Keir Starmer's political promises here.
Yeah.
How many cars are made each year in the world?
Could be wrong on this one because I don't know.
This is a quiz of guesses for me.
Yeah, I got that wrong.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, car production ended in 2005 when MD Rover closed, so everything after that's irrelevant.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. Anyway.
What do
Yes,
you mean?
that's why we get that question wrong deliberately, you know.
It is 2005, Colin. What you on about?
Yeah.
You blow our tiny minds if you keep talking like that.
Oh my God! It's like Michael J. Fox.
Hold on. If I do this, then it is like my J. Fox.
I can't see what Colin's doing, but I can guess.
I was shaking the camera.
Let's move on to question 16 before Michael J. Fox writes a letter of complaint. What year was the first Matchbox car made?
I'm going to go with that one. It's a difficult question, that one.
I do apologize. These are all quite horrible questions. The next quiz will be easier.
But they are interesting. We are learning. And learning can always be fun.
See, I was going to put 52, and then I didn't. I put 47.
I'll put 47.
Jizz wizard. Damn you. Question 17 is coming your way right now. When were disc brakes first used on cars in the UK?
Cars or...
Oh, God's sake. I don't know why I'm just clicking it on the screen rather than my phone. That were a lucky escape.
Nope, got that wrong. I was going to choose 1902. I got it wrong.
God darn it.
Good question. Very
That's a good question. I like that a lot.
Very good question.
And there's literally no way of verifying it either. So, question 18, true or false? The most popular UK car colour in 2023 was grey.
True. I reckon that's true.
I reckon it was white, judging by every trendy loser on a driving around the country at the minute. So I'm gonna say no.
It's not really a colour though, is it? I mean, it's so boring.
Yeah,
Primer.
who in the right mind would have a grey
Primer.
car? No.
Mind you, saying that, 1950s Austin cars were, a lot of Austin cars were grey.
That's just because photos are black and white, Simone. They weren't really.
Very good, Simon. Very good.
What is the longest motorway in the UK?
Oh no, I've got that wrong. Just clicked on the wrong one.
Based on what I hear on the news, I've just taken a wild guess there.
Everybody likes yellow. Mate, you're having a laugh.
Yay!
Got it wrong.
Oh, I put M1.
So did I.
Oh, here it's all to play for
strange
now.
there.
All
So
to
as we
play
go on
for
to the
now.
final question,
Nice one, Rob.
any one of them top, well, anyone in there can win. It's all become very close on the last question, hasn't it?
Mm.
Do we need a drum roll or like a preparation for the last question here?
Maybe it's coming up in 3, 2, 1 now.
Special noise.
The first person to pass a UK driving test was Mr. IP Freely, Mr. R. Beer, Mr. J. Smith, or Mr. C. Rabs. Mr.
Got it
R.
right.
Beer.
Yes,
No.
I got it right.
2 people put IP Freely. So in third place we have Weldy Weld, well done, Simone.
Yay!
And then we had Rob's Lover second. Rob's Lover always comes second, don't they, Rob? And then she passed game first. Well done.
Well done, everyone. Got the entertainment there.
That was good fun.
Excuse me, sorry. Oh, yeah. Been a long
What have
old
we
week.
What have we missed on the comments?
Mostly it's been about folding tables and EcoBoom engines, so we felt quite good.
I don't know whether my chat's not updated.
No, I have 2 chat streams here and hasn't been comment in 10 minutes now.
Oh, that's all right.
Oh, wait, there we are. Someone's jumping in there. Becky and Glenn. Thank you, Becky and Glenn.
Yay, well done, Becky and Glenn.
Sliding in there.
Yay,
Sliding
well
in there.
done.
Fellow ZS brethren, because they too have an X-Powered Grey ZS.
You know, I have yet to own a ZS, but I have driven so many of them. I don't know if I can bring myself to it anymore.
I think you should do. I think
Never
Rob
had one.
should get one as well.
Yeah.
You know, just I find it hard to justify one from the point of view of what are you going to get? A V6 180? It has to be that. But I mean, I've had that many L series 45s and 1.4 and 1.8 45s now. It would need to be. I would near rather have a Rover 45 2-liter V6 just because it's auto over a 180. But I am a bit of a like that.
Carl's turbo swapped ZS is the best car I've driven, or the best MG car I've driven. That is definitely the way.
That was naughty. That car.
It was naughty, and it was so well handling as well, weren't it? It was so well behaved on corners.
Was that an 18 turbo or the 2-liter?
18.
Oh, okay.
Cavaggio.
Which he's putting in his little ZR, isn't he?
Yeah.
I'd be so tempted to stick that in Gen Z.
They're quite cool, actually.
But I do need to be able to stop at some point as well, so maybe I need to sort that out first.
Project cars and ideas are very, very dangerous, are they not?
They're very expensive sometimes.
Yeah, very expensive.
Definitely can be damaging for your mental health as you sit and look at your car and go, I have spent all this money on this, but now I've discovered all this is wrong. Meantime, I have to fix this, and I have all these parts here, but I don't have the tools here to fit that. So I'm just going to start drinking cider, and hopefully that knocks the pain.
Barry says, did you pass your test first or second time? For me, it was second time. For Simone, it was the third time. Ernest or Rob, I don't know which one he is at the moment.
Actually, I could break that down because I passed my motorcycle test and my car test.
What, 3 times? Or
Second time for the bike and third time for the car.
I passed my motorcycle test the first time with a perfect clean sheet. I was quite impressed.
The reason why I failed the first time is because of the instructor.
Yes, they generally do mark you down whenever you make a mistake, and it's usually that person.
The guy was an asshole. Honestly, excuse my language.
Maybe you shouldn't have told him that before he marked you.
No, he was being vile. I mean, the young lad who was riding with me, learning difficulties, and this guy was really abusive towards him. And he caused a lot of problems. So, you know, when I went for my test, I didn't know enough because he wasn't teaching us correctly.
And then whenever you ran over that child as well, you thought, that minor fail point.
Just minor, yeah, because they're minors, you know.
So when you did your test, Simone, did you have to do the module 1 and module 2 test? Or was it just one?
No, I did the one test where you're restricted for 2 years.
Okay. So when I did it, there was the 2 tests. So there's like your mod 1, which is your manoeuvres off a carriageway, and then your mod 2, which is like your practical car test bit. But you've got an instructor, but when an examiner even. But when I did mine, I had the examiner following me, but I also had the examiner following us.
Oh.
So the examiner was marking the examiner, and the examiner was marking me. So it was like, that's like, is he going to be like super crap because he's concentrating more on the examiner, or is he going to be super strict on me so he don't look like he makes any mistakes? And there was one point where he came up on my radio and he's like, Simon, if you want to just pull over to the left-hand side of the road. And I'm like, oh, shit, what have I done? And it was just that I'd got out of a junction before they had, so I had to wait for him. I was like convinced that I'd failed. And when we got to end, you know, they do the normal thing where they go, do you want your instructor to come in with you while we tell you your result or not? And I was like, oh, you better let him come in because then he'll know what I've done wrong so he can teach me that, like concentrate on that. And I sat down and he went, well, you've passed. There's no minor marks anyway. You just passed. That's fine. Well done. I'm like, yes. And that first ride home, instructor basically said, "Give you a bib then." So you've got like a high vis bib that says like the learning school, and it goes, "Give you a bib, then you just you just trot off back to school? I'll follow you. It's like, yeah, your first solo-ish ride as well, straight after your test. Amazing feeling. Which Rob may be soon experiencing next year.
Yes, need to go on with that, really.
Yes. And then, Colin, you'll have to do it.
I might not be allowed to do my motorcycle test.
Oh.
Yes. You forget that I have a very angry other half that would not necessarily give me permission to do these things. I live in constant fear, and balancing Land Rovers, Rovers, MGs, and Minis is a juggle. If I start doing a Kawasaki Ninja or a Triumph in there, or something like that, I'm pretty sure both of my testicles will be on eBay before the new year. So I think we'll just say to ourselves, this is maybe a time to just let things be level for now.
Like I said, and Becky and Glyn, so I don't know which one. I don't want to stipulate which one it is. I'm just not going to guess. One of Becky or Glyn said, my nerves got me on my first test. My dad took me and took me to the test centre. Then when my mum took me, I was nice and calm and passed no problem. Very good. There is a few people that are sort of self-taught, aren't they, to a certain degree? As in, like, they don't use learning schools and then they go and pass the test. I think Julia do better like that.
What way does legislation work like that over there? You guys have to have a minimum of tests, lessons, like you used to with driving lessons or anything, or can you just turn up, here's my bike, pass on the road that day?
Pretty much, as long as you pass it, yeah. There's nothing to stipulate you need to have so many hours riding, as far as I know, anyway.
Simone, I saw that smirk.
It looks more together now, though, isn't it, Simone?
That picture, the engine's not in it.
Yeah.
I haven't touched it all year, and I'm really annoyed with myself.
Have you not touched it since I came over and we got it spinning?
Yeah, I did a bit of tinkering to sort out some of the wiring beginning of the year, but I've got all the clips and stuff that need to go in it. And I need to take my butane-powered soldering iron up there and do some soldering stuff. Fix up some of the wiring, and some of the plug sockets are all chewed up, and
People always come up with things that they do if they won the lottery. Well, on my list of things to do if I won the lottery is buy you a bike. You can just pick a bike and you can buy it, because you need to get out on the road again.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, because I need to get new lid. They're not cheap anymore.
That's true. Well, you can get cheap ones, but they look crap.
Yeah, I like K-Berg lids.
Yeah, they're all right.
Yeah, I like those.
You have to have one, otherwise your noggin gets broken. What's everybody's favourite snack while they're driving?
Oh, don't really eat while I'm driving, don't you?
Yeah,
Do you not?
I used to.
No.
I don't anymore.
I would be quite strict about that as well from a driving perspective. I would sort of, but I would say now I'd be quite fond of an energy drink when I'm driving.
Oh.
But then I would be maybe driving sometimes up to 10, 12, 15 hours a day between jobs.
Yeah.
So,
I do like a latte.
A latte? How very hot.
And I used to go to Lidl and buy this gigantic bag of chewy sweets that didn't have wrappers on them, because you can't undo wrappers when you do it.
No, it's tricky.
Dip and eat. But the thing is, like, because I don't want to. I eat too many sweets. I've been eating too many sweets in the last years, and I don't want to do that anymore.
I was about to say, at least no one said soup.
Yeah, soup.
I got into a habit of any day that I was going out on a weekend to either Rob's or a show or whatever, and I got to go to the petrol station. I'd go to the petrol station and I'd buy a double decker.
oh yeah,
So it just became a habit. It's like, double decker or grain bar, whichever one.
No, definitely. Tell you what would be if it was having a choice. Whisper Gold.
Whisper Gold. Isn't that like white chocolate?
Yo.
Oh.
You've got the beautiful, delicious, Cadbury-tastic Whisper with a thin layer of caramel in the middle. But it's the caramel from, like, do you remember the Cadbury's caramel bars?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like that. It's kind of like, imagine like a giant caramel Freddo.
Yeah.
I did wonder where you were going when you said imagine a giant, and I'm like, some sort of
Well, you do
Lord
know
of the
Hans
Rings
Christopher,
type
don't you?
description.
Well, you know.
Noodle soup, says Pingu. I need to do another soup review. I've not done one for ages. I'd need a bank loan for a giant Freddo, says Matt. Matt's gone off the boil somewhat. I've not seen a joke from him for a while.
Don't
you
talk
need
to
a
me about
bank.
the price of Freddos. Like the price of Freddos now. You're talking 75p for a Freddo. 75p for a Freddo. 75p for a Freddo.
75 pence.
But that is terrible. That is just 75 English pence
It's
for a
disgusting.
Freddo. It's
What's that in
disgraceful.
euros?
Yeah.
You don't even want to know what that is in euros. It's just disgusting. It's no wonder people can't afford to eat. You can't even afford them.
They're marking them up something chronic because they're not that. You can get a giant box of Freddos in Costco for about, I don't know, £8, something like that.
And that has 3 of them in it. You know, so, I mean,
That's one reason I don't buy chocolate anymore, because it's so expensive. No matter where you buy it, it's expensive. Mind you, I'm going off like the days in the mid '90s when I was at college. You can buy a Mars bar for 25p.
Yeah.
they had pounds, shillings, and pence back then, didn't they? So
Might as well have done.
Hang on a minute. Becky and Glenn have dropped a bomb, an F-bomb actually, a Freddo's bomb. Freddo's aren't even Freddo shape now, and they weigh less.
No.
when did this start happening? Have I been consuming the remaining stock in Northern Ireland of Freddo-shaped Freddos? Are they no longer frog-shaped?
Maybe
Wow.
you're the reason why they cost so much, Colin, because you're eating
well
out all
be.
the originals.
Pingu, yes, I do, but I don't buy them anymore.
I'm genuinely distressed about this Freddo situation right now. After this stream's ended, I'm going to go and I'm going to purchase some Freddos from my local petrol station, and I'm
What
going to
about-
confirm. I will confirm if they are Freddo-shaped or not.
What about fudge bars? They're like 30p each now. Fudge bars.
Oh, I had one of them. What day is it today? Friday.
Friday today.
When did I have a fudge? I had a fudge bar the other day. When did I have that?
Does
Well, I had
anyone remember the song?
I had a chomp bar the other day.
Oh,
It was-
finger of
Finger
fudge.
of fudge is just enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember it.
Rob still sings it, don't you, Rob?
Oh yeah.
I think that could be a wee duet there from the parodies potentially. That would be something to see.
As Norman and Ernest.
Oh, we should do a rap version of it.
Oh yes, please, please. Oh Lord. Oh God, we could try and get that to #1 this year.
That'd be amazing.
Not
We
those
do that.
bastards and their sausage rolls again.
In all seriousness, and I am putting my serious face on. Hang on. Let me put my serious face on.
Put his glasses on. Oh, there you are. He's full now.
We do need to think about the Christmas single, Rob.
We do.
We need to put a plan in place.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
There's a good. Chocolate bars are a great topic.
Whee! Well done.
Actually, I don't think they make topics anymore.
Oh, you've just ruined it now.
So that joke's only good if you're below, if you're at least 35 years old. Then is what you're saying?
I can't remember my 30s.
Like Christmas songs, you could do like a parody instead of let them know it's Christmas time. You let them know it's dinner time. because either way they're missing a meal. But yes, that was a harsh joke.
Look, Simone, Matt's pinched your joke already.
Oh yeah, no, I read it. I read it on the screen because he'd already posted it, and I just read it out.
Oh, the guy from SETI Alpha 5 has made a very interesting point here. When I was 14 years old, I earned 60 quid a week. 3 kung fu lessons cost a tenner. A video or CD cost 8 quid, and the rest I put in savings. Happy times. Savings. Imagine having so much money left over that you actually had savings. What a truly different time that was.
I had savings up until about 9 months ago.
There we go.
Topic.
Oh,
You
yeah.
got peanuts in them, haven't they?
Have they actually stopped making them?
Mars ceased production in 2021.
That's terrible.
That's
That's
just
terrible.
tragic. It's tragic.
Because so what's in the celebrations box now, which is the Marses and all? Like, what do they have now? Just like lots of Mars bars. Because they can't even put Snickers in it because everyone's wearing peanuts now.
That's true.
You can put peanuts in, surely. You just say there's peanuts in it.
And then they die, and it's like, oh well.
That's
There was
their
a
fault
high
for eating peanuts.
They weren't wearing their high vis. That's why they died.
Barry, yes, they still make Whisper bars, but they're really expensive nowadays.
Here, someone's talking about double deckers. We still have double deckers here in Northern Ireland.
With nuts, though. I've never seen that one.
Double decker with
No.
nuts. No.
Maybe
that's the
Matt's
topic.
making it up.
With
I won't
nuts?
put it past him.
Never seen a double decker with nuts before, but then it is 2024. Anything's possible.
Have you seen a double decker with a vagina before?
I've seen a double decker with a vagina behind the wheel, if that counts for anything. There's plenty of them around my way, the way to drive.
Oh, very good, Arun. Arun is currently learning to drive a bus. And it does look quite interesting, actually.
I always think bus driving must be fantastic. And at the same time, it must be fresh hell every day. You know, you've got that opportunity to meet so many nice people, and then for them also to spit on you at the same time. I just think that, but yet at the same time, you're leisurely strolling around, but to a strict pace as well. It's very confusing for me.
The thing that I would not like to have to put up with being a bus driver is the timetable, because the amount of times hang on, I'm gonna preempt this by saying that I've not been on a bus for about 10 years. The amount of times I used to be on a bus and it used to just stop at a bus stop and wait for 5 minutes before it carried on its journey used to really frustrate me, but I assume they still do that nowadays. But Dave says they stopped production of the topic due to the main demographic dying out. So how does that make you feel, Simone?
Well, saying that, I probably hadn't eaten a topic bar since about 2006.
Well, also, Simone, again, you would be the demographic for it anyway because you don't have dentures.
Does anybody still get the selection boxes at Christmas that are like a stocking shape and a net over them? And it's 5 or 6 Cadbury bars.
If you're lucky. Do you remember the good old days? You would have got like cups and all and things like that in them as well. And like at Easter, you would have got like a cup or a boiled egg for your cream egg thing and all. What do you get now? Food poisoning. You know, it's not the same.
Food poisoning.
That cup is really distracting me, Simon. It's wonderful. Yeah, it's
amazing, isn't it?
But did you see the thing about Hello Kitty recently?
I'm not a Hello Kitty fan.
Well, the creator came out and said that it's actually not a cat.
What?
It's a young girl that identifies and perceives the world as everyone as cats.
I'm on board with that.
So you're literally drinking juice out of a child's head?
Yeah, I'm all right that because these are obviously not whiskers.
No.
Yeah, the reason why I got this cup is because we went to France and I forgot my coat. So yes, exactly.
What? I feel like there's an element of the story missing here.
So
Perhaps
we went
you
to France.
expanded upon?
I'd forgot my coat. The first day we got there, the weather was pretty shit. And I was like, I'm here for a week. I need to buy a coat because it's going to rain on me at some point. So we went to Primark and I bought a raincoat, but they were also selling these. So I got this one, and Julie got one that's like a clear tumbler with a cat head on the top and a swirly straw. I thought, what better for a live stream to drink wine out of than a Hello Kitty plastic thing.
It's very alternative.
Mm.
Definitely.
It's just a shame they don't do like the negative color ones to like alt kitty or something. That'd be good.
But anyway, back to a very important topic, and I feel it's something that we need to discuss. Rob, you had several minutes to digest your burger. Do a shout out to your local burger establishment. Review your burger. Describe it to us. This is critical.
It's from You Want Beef. Because obviously they sell beef burgers. It's local, independent, one-off shopping hours. We do quite a nice burger and chips, and very, very nice. Got a few jalapenos in there.
What's this all about?
I have no idea. God, am I feeling better this week? I actually felt okay last week. I'm absolutely full of. I don't know if you can hear, but I'm absolutely full of cold, which I have been for most of this week. So yeah, but I feel okay. But I'm gonna have to go to bed in a minute.
Bless you.
If you think about it, one of us has been ill since the last time we did a Head Gasket Heroes 3, and that is why we've been delaying it. Every one of us has been ill since. We're just so healthy and youthful.
We are.
Well, what we're going to do, if Rob's feeling a bit on the pants side, we'll do the second quiz now, which will be easier.
Okay.
I'll guarantee it'll be easier.
That last one was well hard, man. Well hard, isn't it?
Well hard, innit?
Now, before we begin the quiz, are we allowed to have a designated bladder break for those of us who perhaps have consumed several liters of raspberry juice? Who may or may not have a Northern Ireland accent.
Yeah. We'll not start it until you're back.
Cheers, big lad. Thank you very much, right? So it is. Right. I'll not wash my hands. I'll come straight back.
God, I wish I had time to make a brew, but I don't.
How long does it take? 2-3 minutes?
I've got a whistle kettle. It takes a bit longer.
Oh yeah, you haven't. I learned something interesting about electric kettles the other day.
Mm.
I always assumed that the way that it cut off, when it switches itself off automatically, I always assumed that was down to temperature, and it was like a bimetallic strip that when it got to a certain 100 degrees, it just disconnected. But
Yes.
It doesn't work like that.
Oh.
And that's because water boils at a different temperature depending on how far above sea level you are.
Really?
Yeah, so it's a different way of working. And
That's
I can't remember exactly how it is now. It's something to do with how much air there is in the water in a certain part of the kettle that when it gets so aerated, it just cuts off. So there you go. Kettle facts. You don't get kettle facts on any other lives, do you? Unless you're watching Kettle Lives. Oh, Jim's Bob's Garage is here. Bob's not here, but Jim Bob's Garage is here.
Look who it is, look.
Yeah. Louis,
Hey.
I'll show you Louis. I'll
Who's it?
pick the.
Oh, everybody's getting the cats out. I ain't seen Louis for ages. Louis!
What?
He's
She
having a
didn't
mad half an hour on the floor.
She did not like that. Did you? No, you didn't. George has been in a foul mood for days.
What have you done to her?
Nout.
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 That's not how you normally say nothing, surely.
Sometimes I say nout.
She's becoming one too slowly.
Oh. Can't think of a screen name.
I'm not joining this one, or should I? I don't know. Yeah, let me join it. I need to say to Julie that it's getting towards that time of the night where I start thinking about ordering a kebab. Should I do it or not?
Simon, just remember, I'm your future for every kebab you consume. You're slowly but surely edging towards a size 40 waist. At that stage, then you'll have to get a large motorbike with that beard, and you'll just know your future, and it just there's going to be lots of leather. There's this stuff, chops, making noises, and that's just when you're sitting in front of the TV. I mean, perhaps a soothing glass of wine instead,
and a kebab.
Now you're talking. If you have the kebab without the bread, you've saved a lot of calories there.
True, but then what's the point? Because if you're not having the bread, you might as well have chips.
Well, then you have the chips, but have a wee side salad and then throw the salad in the bin, and then you.
I always do that. Literally, I always do that.
I just whenever I get my kebabs, of which I am quite a connoisseur, I have to admit now, I'm very fond of all types of kebab. I feel that the presence of any kind of leaf on a kebab is an insult.
To be honest, I don't mind salad kebabs. This sounds weird. I don't mind kebab salads.
What?
Because there's so much meat and chili sauce and stuff, you can't really tell you're eating a salad.
So your pussy seems angry.
She's been like this for a few days now.
Can you not do something to cheer it up?
What's the matter?
I don't know what I don't think we can say what's the next line in there, Colin.
There you are.
I don't know what's wrong with her.
Is she being very clean? Hold on. It's Pet Corner here with Colin Robson, specialist veterinarian and cat psychologist. So talk to me about your cat while we wait for everyone to join in the chat here.
Oh, here he is.
Oh, yeah. Here we have an excellent example of a tuxedo cat. He's a handsome chappy indeed.
Mm.
Yep, there we are. And
His tail's still there.
Tail still in view.
Mine is a foul, angry little thing, and she scratched me, so that's nice.
Are you feeding her twice a day?
Yeah, she's always got food.
Okay. Stretch out her feeds a little bit. Make her appreciate you. Because she'll be taking you for granted. Because cats are temperamental creatures. So whenever they start showing affection, reward them with more snacks. Not starve the wee thing. You don't want to starve your pussy. You got to keep it fed. I do casts with children. The giggles from these comments is absolutely unbelievable.
We used to feed our cats at 8 o'clock in the morning and then 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And then Jack became so annoying that it ended up being 3 o'clock, then 2 o'clock, and now currently it's 1 o'clock. But he starts asking at 12 o'clock. So if I'm working from home, I know when it's 12 because Jack will just randomly appear in the bedroom / office, and he'll stand staring at me. And as soon as I look at him, he goes, he's like, "Go on, feed me." And then if I ignore him, 5 minutes later, he'll jump on my desk. So I've got no chance of stretching out his feeding time. Otherwise, I think I would be dead. I think he'd trip me up.
Yeah.
Right then, we've got 12 people in.
Wow.
So I'll just go through the names because, these are normal. Simon Sock 2, which means there's a Simon Sock 1 somewhere. Kebab, that's me. That one's easy, that one. Potato Face, that'll be Julie. One. Dial Fluffer, that's an interesting one.
What's the number for that service? Asking for a friend.
Public urination. Jizz Wizard 2.0. Redo. Perfect Pizza, which I assume is either, but I might be wrong. Batfink. Who remembers Batfink?
I do. Yeah, I used to watch
Your
that.
bullets cannot harm me. My wings are like a shield of steel. Good old Batfink. And what was his side? Oh, his sidekick's name was Karate, weren't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that not also an aftershave that your grandfather wore?
Karate. Hi, Karate. A Tissue and Con. Is everybody ready for me to press start?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's good.
I'm so glad we didn't press start straight away then. Right, going.
Right.
Oh, I need to play this, don't I? Bloody hell. So this is guessing the headlight. So you'll see a picture slowly resolve and you have to say what car it's from.
Oh, double points.
Double points, this one. Oh, I don't think that's right. Bloody hell. Oh, it was right. Yay.
Oh dear.
Oh, look at that. Ooh.
Oh dear.
Moving on to question 2.
I don't know what this car is.
I bet you do when you see it answer.
Is there an Eve as well?
Is there a what?
Oh, it's the Vauxhall Adam.
Adam, exactly.
Driven by very testosterone-fueled young women.
I don't mind the Vauxhall Adam. They did a sports version, didn't they?
It didn't quite seem to take over the Corsa for some reason. It should have, but it had all the right things going on.
Well, they ditched it, didn't they? After only a few years, they didn't keep it going. So, I think what they did, they brought out a small car, and then they thought, you know what, we can sell big cars to people instead. So they binned it.
Because they're eating kebabs and Freddos and getting bigger every day.
Exactly. Moving on to question. Well, it's not really a question, is it? Picture 3.
Not a clue.
Oh, Viva. Bloody hell.
That's not a Viva.
That's a Viva.
The Volva.
Oh, Ernest, I didn't think you knew about them kind of things. So Humongous is first, Wizard second, Dialer Fluffer third, Simon Sock is fourth, and I'm fifth. Question 4, isn't it? True or false? Is this an MX-5? I mean, strictly speaking, it's a picture, but it was indeed an MX-5, as you can see from its MX-5 shape.
All these cars seem to exist beyond the year 2005. What science and future technology have you brought to us here?
You may be surprised. Question 5. That's a Clio, that is.
Oh.
What happened to the old Nicole and Papa? They were great.
Exactly. Why did they drop that?
Works of art, they were.
Some of them were pretty good.
Yeah. Has anybody ever driven that? Is it V6 Clio that they did?
I was a passenger one several years ago at a track event, and it was hilariously terrible to be in.
Terrible as in the car's terrible, or terrible as in it was terrifying?
The car was terrible. The experience was terrible. The driver was terrible. I've never sat in anything in my life where I thought that the rear end was going to flip around instantly. If it smelt a corner, it wanted to spin out. It was absolutely terrifying.
That, to be honest, sounds like the perfect hobby car. If you want to die quite quickly. Moving on to question, what are we on? 6. Cease. I forgot what we're doing then. I was just sat watching the screen.
On a clue?
Oh, you do? As soon as you see it. There you go.
Yay, I got one right.
Even though I hate those cars, they are quite ingenious. Like, the left and right door are the same pressing. They just open opposite ways.
Yeah.
And the front and back is the same pressing. It's just got different coloured lights in it. So they are quite ingenious.
I saw one for the first time in Plymouth a few days ago.
Was it like a hire car?
No,
oh, I know what that is
like
now.
it.
Yes.
Didn't look like it.
They're just like tiny boxes, aren't they, really?
Whenever I was in France in October, they were everywhere.
Because in France, there's that special license thing, isn't there, where if you like, before you do your proper car test, you can drive something that's got a top speed of 30 and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
From what I can recall, in France, you can drive one at 14.
Yeah. At 14, it can have up to 14 frog legs power. So you're good from that point onwards.
Although Julie is obviously French and she never had one of these tiny cars, so makes you wonder, doesn't it?
Yeah, they should give one to her.
Maybe I should, or maybe she should just pass a proper test and then she can drive anything she wants. Just saying. Just saying, and then sleeping downstairs later. Question: is this a Kia Ceed? I think I've just got that wrong.
I don't know.
Knew it.
Oh, a lot of cars look the same nowadays.
Don't they all just look like they're poured out of a jelly mold now?
Yep.
That is true. That is true. I can't remember who it was I was saying this to the other day, but like back in the days when cars had round headlights, Yeah, all the headlights looked exactly the same because they were all round and roughly the same size, but the bodies were all completely different.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whereas nowadays, all the headlights look the same as well. So everything looks like it's just designed by a computer and someone else has gone, yeah, that looks all right. Wait till we get AI designed cars.
Probably already have.
Probably. Question 8. Whose headlights this? I tell you, it's not mine, is it?
I guessed on that one.
Yeah, I wish I hadn't because I got it wrong. Yeah, I knew as soon as it got further into it, I thought, oh yeah, I've got that wrong.
The only reason I got that one was because I've been watching the Mighty Car Mods video about their Volkswagen up recently. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had a clue about that.
I tell you what, I saw on the way home today a Yaris. Now I've not been a fan of the Yaris apart from that mad GR 4-wheel drive fire breathing thing, but this Yaris looked kind of sporty. So did they do a sporty Yaris that isn't the mad GR version?
I don't know.
No
That's
clue.
And if they do, can I have one? Am I allowed to get one? I mean, I'm not asking you guys, I'm asking Julie.
There's a GR Sport, but I don't know if that's the. Oh yes, it's 5 doors, so it's a GR Sport Yaris.
Ooh.
There you go.
Because they've just done the newer, they've done the Mark II GR, haven't they? And it's got like a massive rectangular binnacle on dashboard, which makes it look like a Group B rally car from 80s.
Awesome.
It's mental.
Oh, it looks like one of the old school stack that gauges, does it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. I must look that up.
Question 9.
I'm starting to feel a bit like that.
Everybody got that because it was so blooming obvious.
Of course they did.
Mm.
Oh, so obvious.
Oh,
Question 10.
Oh God.
I was totally unsure about that until someone said, oh, God.
I think that might have been Rob's headlight, actually, judging by the paint color.
Very similar. Yeah.
Yeah. Simone deliberately picked the wrong answer there because she didn't really know. Nope, that car does not exist. Click.
Oh, my duck's gone off.
I have a question about that car.
Go on then, we can take a break at this point and answer your question.
Why does it say on the V5 that the manufacturer is Mini when it's actually built by BMW?
I think it's something to do with them being an independent company.
Mm.
And that's why they can still claim they're British and all that sort of stuff. And that was all to do with the Cole Cowley factory and everything like that. It's like how JCB owns the bus company over here, Right Bus, that provides the London buses and all. But they still have their separate company, and you'd see like made by Right Bus on it, even though they're owned by JCB.
Hmm.
Is it like the same as Lexus and Toyota? Because they're they're still Toyotas, but they're a separate entity, aren't they?
Yeah.
Mazda and was it Unos or something Mazda did?
Was there another Toyota one? Was it Acura, or was that Honda?
That was Honda. Yeah, that was Honda's one. Yeah.
No, I've never understood why the BMW Mini doesn't have a BMW badge on the boot, because it should.
Most not letting this one go, boy.
Moving on to question 11, like now.
Yeah.
Whose headlights this? Our kid.
I had no idea.
It's a shit room.
Julie's uncle's got one of them. What's the chunky ones called? Because they do like the C3, and then
Cactus.
they do. Yeah, that's it, the cactus one. And I'm like, it's like it's like so full of design cues. Like it's just like they've got a basic car shape, and then just chucked loads of like plasticky bits to make it look really geometric, and then make it look taller, and horrible thing.
I actually think that the cactus is the modern equivalent of the Streetwise.
Yeah, very much so.
It's got all these sort of surfaces to prevent damage to it and things like that, and it's
Yeah.
designed for a very survivable, low maintenance vehicle. I actually think it's quite good, and it baffles me why we don't have a car like that for, say, the learner driver in a much smaller capacity, like a C1 Cactus or something like that.
That is a good point. Yeah, there isn't, is there? There's literally nothing in that tiny car segment.
No.
Like you even think about nowadays, like a little small car with black plastic bumpers only, unpainted bumpers. When was the last time you saw that?
Dacia, one of their basic cars.
Yeah, true.
That was quite a few years back now.
Yeah.
Very
What
good
we're
point.
going to do is we're going to invent the head gasket. We'll call it the Mini Simone. And it only fits one.
A single seater.
Single seater, yes.
What's that thing Renault did? Is it the Twizy?
Yeah.
Is it a two-seater or is it a one-seater?
I think it could be both. So you got a seat in front.
Oh
of the
yeah, they're behind, aren't they?
one seat behind the other.
I fancy driving one of them just to see what it's like.
Yeah, do a review on it.
There was some at the British Car Journey a few months ago, and the guy had uprated it. So apparently you could get 80 out of it if you really, really, really tried. But I don't think I'd fancy doing 80 in one of them. It's basically an Airfix with wheels on it, isn't it? I'm not really keen on that. Anyway, question 12.
Whose headlights this then?
Oh, literally everybody got that.
They're repeating a lot of the brands in the
Don't
answers.
help them, Simone. I need all the help I can get. Don't tell them that.
Sorry.
I'm 6th. I can't believe I'm just off the bottom of the screen. How annoying.
I'm 8th. I've been doing
Ugh.
terribly.
I'm
Terribly.
coming up behind a kebab.
Standard Friday night then, really.
Not since I got married.
I'm guessing at that one. I'm just trying to get points for guessing early now. Yay, I got it right anyway.
So did I.
Ugh, didn't do me any good. Question 14.
Dear, I'm so far behind here.
Double points this one, though,
Double
Colin. You
points.
might get in there.
I'll just hit a button randomly and see if I win.
Story of my life.
Yay! I didn't move position though.
Yeah, I'm on the screen at last. I'm just going to delay going on to the next question because I know for a fact as soon as we go on to the next question, I'll disappear off the screen. Can we all put some peer pressure, even not peer pressure? I don't know what peer pressure is. Is peer pressure when like people are pressing you to get a Prius?
Prius pressure.
Yeah, Prius pressure.
I saw one of
Like-
those today. They still look just as terrible as they did back in the day.
I think the problem I have lots of problems, but mainly concentrating on this one tonight. The problem I have with electric cars is the wheels are always too narrow, and then it always makes them look really toy-like. That's what I think. Apart from that Vauxhall, is it Ampeg or something? That's a Chrysler something or other rebadged.
Ampera.
That's it, Rob.
Oh yes, that thing looks like it's driving on chocolate digestives.
Not heard of that before.
There's one at Gaydon, I think. There's one at Gaydon. If you go into the main area and then go upstairs onto that balcony bit, there's one up there. My dad's been looking at them and he's like, "Oh, I quite fancy one of them." I'm like, "Really?"
I think they don't do anymore.
No, they don't. No.
Our police force here in Northern Ireland tried to use several of them for a while, and they thought they would be really environmentally friendly and all, and had fitted them all up with blue lights and all sorts of stuff like that, and would park them at scenes. And the individuals inside the cars would forget that the blue lights were draining the batteries, and then they would need to be jump started with a big diesel generator. So they didn't last on the fleet for very long, as you can imagine.
Let's all telepathically tell Julie to order a kebab. You ready?
Now, what kind of kebab are you going to order here? Because this is going to be one of my next key questions.
Was it just a basic doner?
Not a mix or anything like that, even bit of steak or chicken tikka with it?
No, just cheapest nonsense.
Chili or house sauce or
Definitely chili sauce. Yeah. Didn't used to be. I used to go for yogurt and mint all the time, but definitely chili now.
I have sent my thoughts towards her.
Done.
However, if you end up buying a Mini Cooper instead of a kebab, that is not my fault.
I'm sure Rob would be very happy.
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
Mark says to Judge, Simon wants a salad kebab. No, I don't. Right, quiz time. Back to the quiz. Question, what are we on? 15. Oh yeah, I'm doing it as well, aren't I? Oh, this one's got to be that one.
Oh no.
Yay!
Terrible.
Were you the only person to get that one wrong, Colin?
I was indeed, yes.
Moving on to question 16.
Whose headlights this in it?
Oh yeah, I'm playing, aren't I? I keep forgetting. Oh, I think I've just... Oh, how can I get that wrong?
Oh
That's,
no, I've got it wrong as well.
that's the same shape as mine.
Did I get that wrong?
Damn
Oh,
it!
what an idiot.
I'm behind public urination.
Oh yeah, is there a referendum or something that we should know about?
Is there like a wee badge or something like that you wear? Is your like protesting name IP Freely?
Uh,
We support you.
I have got a wee on my count down there by the telly.
You're in with us, you know.
I don't know why I'm typing a message. Yes, or Judge, chili sauce and salad, please. Thank you. It's good having a secretary that's on the chat while you're doing a live.
Useful things.
Again, sleeping on the sofa later. Question 17. Double points. Double points.
Guesswork.
Guesswork makes the team work, apparently.
Yay! I'm now behind a tissue.
Well, as men, we've probably been behind a tissue many a time.
Question 18, innit?
Oh god, I hate these cars.
Oh, I got that one wrong.
I don't like those cars.
They really are the kind of car driven by someone with a high BMI and a low IQ.
I know somebody that I work with that drives one, and I think I might have to agree with you. Moving on to question 9. I'll do a rundown after question 19.
Jizz Wizard, if you could get the next 2 questions wrong, I would appreciate that.
Jeez, Wizard. Yes. There's a house opposite us that's got 2 Suzuki Swift. Is it GSI they call the sports ones, whatever they call the sports ones, and they're really nice looking cars. I don't know if they're any good, but they look really nice.
Very strange people that would have more than one of the same car, aren't they?
Yeah, they're really weird.
Yeah, who'd have loads of Rovers? Just weird.
Or literally the exact same car in different colors.
Well, Julie's not said she has ordered a kebab, so I'm just going to assume she has. So, before we do the final question, so I think Hugh Mungus has won, unless the last question's a double pointer. Yeah, and everybody else can switch places. Come on, Jizz Wizard, you can come second.
Come on, Jizz. Come on, tissue. Oh no. Got that wrong.
Yeah, I did as well.
Yay, I got that right.
Yeah.
Well done, Simone.
So, podium places. In 3rd place, my sock, 2. In 2nd place, Batfink. And in 1st place, Humongous. Well done, Humongous.
One you.
Yay. I think the important thing to realise is that nothing made after 2005 really matters.
Yes.
So therefore, anyone who lost the quiz, it doesn't really matter.
Yes,
So-
no, it doesn't really matter. And obviously, as Rob knows, it is 2005, and it's March 2005.
It's
not
March,
even
yeah.
April.
Permanently.
Permanently. If only it was. What were we all doing in March 2005? Do we dare cast our minds back that far?
I was working in Tesco.
2005.
2005. I was working. I just started doing the insulation actually.
I can't remember what I was doing. I can tell you one thing though, it involved being completely skin and single for the first time in a long time. That's all I can remember.
I was just getting over being laid off from being a graphics and sign writer fitter for a few years there, doing vinyl wraps and cars. And I was consuming vast amount of cider to compensate myself emotionally at the time. So good times. Do one better than that. Now, can any of you remember where you were when the Rover announcement of the factory close was?
No.
No, I can't. I had literally zero interest in Rover at that time.
Oh, I did. Because at the top of my street was a dealership.
Ah.
And I used to walk past there all the time. And I'd go in there and I'd be just drooling over the 75. Not literally, you know, because they'd get me to wipe it up, you know. Like, you know, they let me sit in the car and have a look around and stuff like that. And, you know, they couldn't sell me one because I didn't earn enough money in Tesco. But
I remember my ex-boss had bought a ZR160 in, I think it was British Racing Green, I think. Yeah, and then 4 months later they went bust and he weren't happy. He weren't happy at all. And I'm like, yeah, but Tony, you've got a really nice car. And he's like, yeah, but they've gone bust, so what if something goes wrong with it? And I'm like, you can fix it, don't worry if there's no backup. You'll be fine. And then he sold it and bought something really boring and crap. I can't even remember what it were.
no, I was sat in the living room watching on TV. I remember it.
I was actually in the job centre. And I saw the news, and I saw it in the news. And I can just remember sitting there going, geez, I thought I had it bad getting laid off from a company of 5 or 6 people. I thought, how many tens of thousands of people are out of work now in that area?
Yeah.
That always sticks in my head that day.
It's crazy, isn't it, to think that like a massive British car company like that can just disappear. I mean, I know there's been lots of British car companies before, but I suppose people never thought Rover would be one that failed, really.
It was like just before my birthday as well, so it's kind of memorable.
What a birthday present to have.
Yeah.
Yes.
Congratulations, Simone. Happy birthday. All the Rovers are now cheaper.
Mm.
Well, I'd like to wrap this up. I'm going to have to go because I need to get my head down. I'm sorry.
No worries, Rob.
No
Well,
problem.
we'll call it a day right there then. So thank you.
Yeah, we might as well.
Love the chat for joining in. Thank
Well
you,
done,
Rob,
Sam.
Colin, Simone for
everyone.
joining. And we shall see you all very, 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 very soon. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you, take part.
Goodbye.